If you're like me, there are a lot of things on your plate, a lot of things that you need to do, you need to accomplish. So, how can you pursue your dreams when you still have a day job, when you still have things that you need to do, when you have a wife, a husband, kids, responsibilities at church? What do you do? That's our question today. Hi, I'm Paul Allen Clifford with TrinityDigitalMedia.com. So, how do you find the time? We all live busy lives, but we don't all know where there is time. Now, the obvious thing that most people do when they need more time is they stay up a little later, or maybe if they're early people, they wake up a little earlier. Those are valid things to do. But there are other things that you probably do that you can get rid of, that you can remove from your life altogether, that you wouldn't necessarily miss. So what I want you to do first is think about all the things that you do that you can eliminate from your schedule. Now, I don't want you to eliminate everything altogether that's not absolutely necessary, because you need some recreation. You need some time to wind down and just relax. In fact, there's a whole day in the Bible called the Sabbath, or Christians have the Lord's Day, that is meant for relaxing and rejuvenating, resting. So I don't want you to get rid of that altogether, but there's probably an hour a week you can find to do what you want to do. Let's start there as a goal. What is 1 hour you can do every week that will help you get further down the field? For me, it's television. I love television. I'm a videographer, so it makes perfect sense that I would love television. But the question is, how much television do I actually have to watch? We got rid of cable a while ago, and I found that since there are so few things that are on that I'm willing to put up with, and that's the key word, willing to put up with, I don't find that 6 hours a night is just gone from being in front of the television. I find that I have a lot more time. So why don't you do this? You probably have a schedule of television shows that you watch. What is your least favorite show? Is it an hour long? Eliminate it. You have right then and there given yourself an extra hour a week. Poof, you're done. What if it's a half an hour? Well, maybe there are two. See if you can find 2 shows a week that are your 2 least favorite to do and eliminate them. So that's one idea. Idea number 2, what can you combine? So if you really like listening to music, or you really like listening to podcasts or something like that, can you combine those with the chores that you have to do in your life? Think about this. What if, as you're cooking for supper, you're listening to podcasts? That would kind of build into you and at the same time enable you to make something for supper. What if instead of combining those 2 things, you combined something else? Like you realize you need to do laundry, but doing laundry is like an hour and a half, 2-hour process in total, but there's a lot of downtime as the washing machine, the dryer, those do most of the work. So, what can you do in between those times? Same for doing dishes with the dishwasher. Now here's a third idea. If you have the money, Is there something that you're doing that you could pay someone else to do? So let me give you an example. I don't particularly enjoy mowing the lawn. Is there a teenager that I could pay not a lot of money to mow the lawn and give me back that hour a week? Oh, wow. So think about this. $10, $20, maybe $30 would buy you back an hour a week of your life to do what you really feel called to do. Now, an hour a week doesn't seem like much, but that's 52 hours a year. That's over an entire work week. You know, a work week being 40 hours, that's 125% of a work week. So, you could actually start to accomplish something. And the strange thing about these things is when you start accomplishing the thing that really drives you, you might find, my third favorite show, I really don't like all that much either. Heck, I don't like this whole station at all. Why am I washing my car again? Oh, I bet I could combine this and combine that. And it slowly builds. And before you know it, you could have 10 or 20 hours a week to do what you feel like you must do, the thing that drives you, your calling, what makes your life really, really meaningful. So, are you up for it? That's my challenge for you. Figure out what you can do to eliminate something that is taking your time and eliminate it. I bet if you did that and you just put all that time, invest it into what you're supposed to do, your calling, your dream, I bet you'll find that you'll change eternity. Until next time, I'm Paul Allen Clifford with TrinityDigitalMedia.com.